Thank you for joining us today for the Anjal Z Founder Catalyst Program. We have an awesome showcase ahead of us today, but first,
this is a moment of unprecedented challenge. A moment that demands new ideas, new approaches, entirely new ways of thinking about the way we live and work and relate to each other, how we relate to the world and worlds beyond. What we need more than ever are entrepreneurs, from Birmingham to Bangalore and everywhere in between. This idea that you need to be in this or that place, have a PhD or be a coding genius, forget it. If you have an idea, a passion, grit and determination, an unyielding belief in what's possible, now is your time. And this is why we exist. To put founders first, to mentor them, connect them, inspire them, to give them everything they need to succeed. Not just because we love it, but because the world needs it. More than ever.
So hi everyone, welcome. My name is Zoe Evans. I am the program manager for Techstars, and it has been a huge honor for me to PM the first cohort of the Anjal Z Techstars Founder Catalyst Program. Joining me today in co-hosting is my awesome Senior Ops Associate, Noah Lenz. Hi, Noah. And together we will take you through what will be an eye-opening showcase of a fantastic tech-based solutions available within the early childhood development space, and so much more. So for those of you who are unfamiliar with Techstars, we are a global platform of investment and innovation. To date, we have ran over 200 accelerator programs, and we currently have 55 active programs across 39 cities. And as you can see, we have supported more than 8,000 global founders to succeed, giving us a cumulative market cap of around $98 billion. Today is a celebration of these amazing founders and their accomplishments across the last 10 weeks. But this journey would not have been possible without Dr. Youssef, Tara, Shaikha, Miriam, and the rest of the ECA team who have worked side by side with us along the way. So we ask that you please join us today to celebrate and support our innovators. You know, it takes a really special type of person to be an innovator. These are the people who see the solutions to the problems that not all of us can see. And it's these solutions that make our world a better place, and in this instance, our children's world a better place. At Techstars, we have a slogan, which is give first. So we have one ask of everyone joining us today. If everyone here joining us was to do something small for just one of our companies that you will see today, imagine the impact that that would have. Something as small as making a connection or an introduction to a potential partner, a potential investor, customer, or advisor. It would have a huge impact. And we're going to make those connections possible for you today during each of the pitches. So let me hand over to Noah, who will take you through the agenda for today. Noah.
Thank you, Zoe. So what can you expect of today's Anjal Z virtual showcase session? And we have a variety of startup pitches, talks, and surprises planned for you today to kind of make this session as fun and engaging as possible for everyone. First, Shaikha from the ECL will give us a quick intro to the Abu Dhabi Early Childhood Authority and the Anjal Z program. And then we have a few words from our VP of Founder Catalyst at Techstars, Katie Smith. A few words from her side. And then afterwards, it's already showtime. We'll jump into the first batch of our 12 early stage startup pitches. The pitches will be 4 minutes long each. And at the end of each pitch, you will have the chance to fill out our poll and kind of indicate your interest in connecting with these founders. Then after the showcase, so after today's session, we will start connecting you guys with the respective startup. In between those two batches, we have the pleasure to have Isabelle Hau with us today. She's the Executive Director of the Stanford Accelerator for Learning, and she will enlighten us a little bit on the data and current trends that are happening in early childhood education. After our early stage founders, you'll get a glimpse of what our in-person program looked like in Abu Dhabi, and also experience our 6 participating growth stage startups, giving a live elevator pitch to you. Last but not least, and that's probably then what most of you are waiting for at this point, we'll have a networking session where every one of you will be able to meet and connect with our founders one-on-one in different breakout rooms here within Zoom. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started and welcome Shaikha.
Thanks, Noah. Thank you, Zoe. Hi, everyone. It's great to see all your lovely faces. So let me get started by telling you a little bit about the Abu Dhabi Early Childhood Authority. I know most of you are probably familiar with it at this point. We are a government entity based in Abu Dhabi, and we focus on the holistic view of early childhood development in Abu Dhabi and the UAE. We have 4 pillars that we focus on, which are health and nutrition, family support, child protection, and early care and education. So we focus on all those pillars in everything that we do and beyond. Myself, Tara, and Mariam are from the innovation team at the ECA, and this is one of our flagship programs, one of the first programs that started at the ECA, Anjal. It's a startup program where we bring all these cool startups from all over the world, doing anything in the early childhood development space. And we just kind of bring everyone to one place, put them through this really cool program where everyone gets to learn, network, meet people, and also the chance to learn from these great mentors who this year, thanks to Techstars, our new partners, were really, really great bespoke mentors, connecting with everyone and getting the chance to learn from all these cool experts and specialists. And yeah, thank you so much for being here today. Please reach out if you have any questions. And like everyone was emphasizing earlier, Zoe, Noah, we really just hope that you guys connect and hopefully find that point of networking that you need. So thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Shaikha. Much appreciated. Okay, next up, you're going to hear from the Techstars VP of Founder Catalyst. Katie literally just had her baby girl yesterday. So welcome to the world, Leona, another beautiful baby to join the world. And we're going to pass over to Katie and her video.
Hi there. My name is Katie Smith, and I am the Vice President of the Global Founder Catalyst Program for Techstars. And it is my pleasure to welcome you all to the virtual showcase for the Anjal and Techstars Founder Catalyst Program. Our mission with the Founder Catalyst Program is to provide valuable startup education, community building, and access to the Techstars worldwide network. Participants in this program will have sharpened their entrepreneurial skills, developed a deeper understanding of their target customers, and prepared to take the next steps in their journey. I have no doubt that this work will be evidenced by the pitches you will hear today. I want to thank our incredible partners who have made this program possible. To the Abu Dhabi Early Childhood Authority, the Abu Dhabi Investment Office, and Hub 71, we are so grateful for your partnership, passion, and trust in us. I'd also like to thank the Techstars team for their hard work and dedication to the founders and partners. And finally, congratulations to the founders on arriving to this exciting milestone. I am so excited to see what you do next. Now, I hope you all enjoy this showcase of exciting and innovative companies and seeing how they are building our future with their products. Thank you.
Okay, so the time is here. We're going to move over to our founders. with pitches, with the recorded pitches. You're about to see 6 4-minute pitches. Please remember and request an introduction with each of the founders when the poll comes up, and we will introduce you directly. So let me just pass over.
Why do I need to wash my hands all the time? Why do I need to be kind to other kids in preschool? Why do I need to switch off the lights? These are just some basic questions from a 4-year-old. Hi, I'm Maria, CEO of Pinfox Games. Me and my co-founder moms got difficult questions all the time. So we decided to build educational games to break down heavy topics. We can help other parents too. The company was founded 2 years ago, and all of us believe in playful education. But back to the questions. You might recognize all of them were questioning sustainable habits, habits that all responsible parents want their kids to master. But this one is the most difficult one. However, UNESCO and even NASA are encouraging parents to start doing it from an early age on. Okay, but how? As parents looking for educational platforms, we found there was nothing out there. So this is a missing content on the education game market too. US parents spent more than $200 million last year just only kids' educational apps. None of them was focusing on sustainability. We decided to put all of our energy and knowledge and build Happy Little Planet games. With our game, it is simple and fun. So to the problem that parents don't know how to equip their children for the future, we offer a solution. A series of future-proof activities. The app teaches sustainable habits via mobile games, stories, songs, and cartoons, even offline and online preschool activities. At home, children can play mobile games and listen to audiobooks, cartoons, and songs. Games were built with the support of early childhood and sustainability experts. All content is based on the 17th UN Sustainable Development Goals. For preschool, we even offer a year-long curriculum, which includes in-class activities with or without the use of a smart board. Lessons are based on UNESCO learning objectives. We pass values like empathy, problem-solving, healthier eating, appreciation of water, sharing, and many more. First year, we validated the concept and launched the mobile games and advertised in North America. Second year, we reached 20,000 downloads and build the school edition version. This year, we aim to raise our user acquisition activities and reach 10,000 preschoolers per month. Key findings. The game is a standout. 20,000 downloads reached. Scalable, responds well to campaigns as well. Engaging, 23% of the kids stays up until 12 months. And it is memorable. Kids recall all the learnings. The total revenue of the educational segment reached $7 billion last year. From this, $220 million belonged to educational apps that were built to 3 to 6 year olds in the US market. The top app reaches like 20 million revenue share on an average. Our competition grew into sizable business over a few years' time only. We believe we have the edge. Our competitive advantage is this niche content, teaching the basics of sustainable living. We are looking for a partner to help us to scale. The third round is open with $350,000. Our team is a diverse knowledge of production, education, sustainability, and user acquisition, with at least 15 years of experience. So we create meaningful, impactful, and lovable games. Join us, let's be friends. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Instead of a presentation today, we decided to give you a crash course in programming. So are you ready for it? Now, to make it interesting, we will do a tangible hands-on project. We will program this popular Arduino microcomputer to blink an LED lamp every 1 second. You can write a traditional program script like this to do that, or use block programming, or simply write in plain English, blink LED every 1 second. Which option would you choose? Next, suppose you want to measure atmospheric pressure from a sensor and display it on an LCD. You can write in plain English, show pressure on LCD, or your only other option is to write this long script. As you just experienced, the barrier to learning programming is significant. As a result, there are hundreds of thousands of unfilled job vacancies across the world, resulting in $400 billion in economic losses. The education system is unable to keep up. For example, while 90% of parents want their kids to learn programming, only 50% of schools offer it. And that's where HolexP comes in. We enable anyone and everyone to code and build projects using regular sentences. On our platform, users select the components for their project, and HolexP shows how to connect them. Users can then enter instructions in plain Arabic or English, and HolexP uses AI to generate the code and display it. It's that easy. The project can then be tested on our simulator or assembled using the open source electronics kits that we support. This allows users to implement a wide range of projects, from simple ones to fun ones and complex ones. For young learners, HolexP is a gateway to real-world skills and STEM concepts. We introduce them to open source and multi-purpose components instead of unsustainable single-use toys. We boost their creativity and reduce their screen time in the virtual world. Education institutions and agencies can use HolexP as a low-cost and low-risk platform in their STEM curriculum. Individuals can use HolexP to learn coding or to simply create projects. Our primary revenue comes from B2B and B2C subscriptions. The massive potential of natural language input has become clearer after the emergence of tools like ChatGPT lately. We feel proud to have been pioneers and visionaries in that space and to have launched HolexP before ChatGPT actually. We are excited to be disrupting the space that is at the intersection of AI, EdTech, and IoT. The size of these three growing markets is massive, and we project $50 million in revenue in 2026. HolexP is set to win. As founders, we are experts in AI, machine learning, hardware and software development, and business management. Mariette is a researcher and teacher of AI and has co-authored a bestseller book in machine learning. Ziad is a senior hardware and software development expert, and myself, I'm an MIT graduate and an ex-manager at IBM. HolexP has come a long way since winning the MIT Pen Arab competition for Best Idea in 2022. We have since developed our platform in full and released it. Our launch in Lebanese schools and our engagement with international agencies have put us on solid footing to expand in the GCC region first and internationally after that. If you're an education institution or investor, let's make a difference together. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Wendy Oke. I'm the founder of TeachKloud, where we help preschools go paperless. But before I tell you about TeachKloud, here's a little about me. The power of a quality early education took my grandfather from a makeshift hut to a Supreme Court judge. Education changed my grandfather's life, and I believe that every child should have access to quality education, just like he did. This is one of the reasons I graduated with a PhD in early childhood education. But during this time, educators and parents told me that there were serious issues in the childcare sector. Nursery educators spend 2 to 4 hours on paperwork every day to meet regulatory and educational standards. Did you know that in some countries, compliance records such as accident forms have to be kept for up to 21 years? On top of this, nurseries are subject to unannounced quality inspections, and if deemed non-compliant in certain areas, they can be shut down, lose parental confidence, or even make national headlines. Even with all of this, nursery owners still have a business to run. They have to manage staff and operations. So what's the solution? TeachKloud is a management and compliance platform for early childhood services that helps them refocus attention to the development of the child with less time and anxiety spent on paperwork. But how do we do this? TeachKloud reduces record keeping using predictive analysis to provide instant quality improvement suggestions for child progress observations. Educators can manage everything else on the app too, such as parent communication, attendance, and daily reporting. TeachKloud increases preschool safety by up to 50% with smart suggestions and features such as cleaning sheets, accident forms, risk assessments, policies that can all be completed via the app. A 50-place nursery saves up to €5,000 per year on just ink and paper when using TeachKloud. TeachKloud streamlines business operations such as payroll, invoicing parents, and even child enrollment. But because we want to make quality education accessible, we also developed Cloud Academy, an e-learning platform which makes training for nursery staff and parents on child development a breeze. We have almost 300 paying nurseries, and our current ARR is just under 200,000. We're predicted to get to 250,000 ARR by the end of the year. We have over 12,000 active parents with over 1 million moments shared between families and nurseries. TeachKloud is more comprehensive than our competitors, with unique features like a full compliance suite of tools. 90% of TeachKloud customers tell us that they would be very disappointed if they could not use TeachKloud anymore. So we know that our product is fit for purpose and that customers love it. We use a subscription and are currently charging €1 annually or €1.20 per child per month. We will be increasing these prices in September to reflect the quality of our product. TeachKloud is poised for growth with a 1 billion TAM, 600 million serviceable market and 165 million SOM. The childcare management market is also growing by an 8% CAGR. We have a rockstar team and advisors with over a century of experience in business, technology, and early education. We'd love for you to join us on this journey to give educators the tools they need to provide quality early childcare and education. We are currently looking for advisors who can support us in market penetration and growth. Let's discuss TeachKloud in the breakout rooms. Thank you.
What does high-quality childcare look like to you? Happy children, a room filled with toys and games, splash paints and water tables? How about this? Back in December last year, nursery staff were fined 30,000 dirhams for an unfortunate incident that occurred. Reading headlines like this, you might start to wonder, will my child be safe here? It can take from 2 weeks to 6 months to find the perfect nursery. It doesn't matter if you're a first-time parent or an experienced childcare professional with over 17 years experience like me. With the same questions continuously being asked in multiple groups on social media platforms, I realised parents didn't know where to begin and what to look for. There are so many options to choose from, and the process can be extremely overwhelming. Imagine how difficult it is for parents beginning their search, and how do you find the right one? You can think of us as the trip advisors for nurseries in the Middle East. Our childcare marketplace helps parents save time finding childcare, and childcare providers increase their occupancy. Since the launch, I've even had to use the website myself with the birth of my beautiful daughter, Jasmine. Our parents use the powerful filtered feature to find nurseries with attributes that mean the most to them. They can leave reviews and book tours. while childcare providers can own and manage their listing, share upcoming events and offers, and receive direct messages from their customers. In addition, our ongoing content includes weekly news, tips, and advice to help parents understand the importance of the early years education. We currently have over 350 nurseries listed from across the UAE. Over 40 of these have taken ownership by claiming and actively managing their content. Since our launch, just over a year ago, and with minimal advertisements then, we have had over 57,000 users. What an amazing time to get involved in the childcare sector, with the market expected to reach 400 billion by 2026. We estimate a total addressable market of over 10 million dirhams, based on our basic subscription price and ad space options, not to mention our other multiple lucrative revenue streams. Think Nursery is completely free for parents to search, book, and leave a review. Childcare providers can list their business for free, but we encourage the option to upgrade for additional paid features. These help generate high-quality leads via tour bookings, ad promotions, and special offers. Think Nursery stands out as a leading platform focusing solely on the early years sector. We are unique as parents can book tours and communicate directly with childcare providers. I am Latoya, and as a previous nursery manager, my experience gives me thorough appreciation for what childcare providers need to do in terms of increasing occupancy, growing a business, and engaging with customers. Being a parent, there is no better way of understanding the needs of a child and the importance of quality childcare. Together with the knowledge and the skills of my technical partner, Benjamin, we have combined to create a highly innovative, easy to navigate, parent-friendly platform. We're looking for a strategic partner to help us grow and expand. Join us on our exciting journey as we dominate and become the largest childcare marketplace in the MENA region. Please don't hesitate to get in contact if you would like to hear some more and be a part of our journey. Thank you.
Hello, welcome to Littera, where language learning is fun. So it all started with Rhea, a 5-year-old girl who was traveling learning the Arabic language. أكل الولد التفاحة. Such a simple sentence which means the kid ate the apple, yet it's way harder written than said. So the Arabic alphabet is made of 29 letters, each has 4 different shapes. So you need to memorize 120 graphic shapes instead of 20 in English to learn the language, and it has more than 30 dialects. Language learning is already very hard and challenging at any age. Imagine Arabic, the 6th most spoken language around the world, yet the 2nd hardest to learn, and it is the official language in more than 22 countries. So with Littera, we decided that learning should be fun. So we created a tool that you can see in the video running, made of the puzzle concept, different colors, different shapes, to teach the language. So it's a tool for every home, clinic, education center, and school. So basically, you learn from the letter phase through the word, through the phrase. And it's not only for the kids. It's also for their parents, their educators, and their therapists. So we have a wide range of products. The teaching kit, which consists of the engraved plates and mobile letters to learn the letter and the words. Then, in order to expand your vocabulary, you can use the coloring kit to reinforce your visual memory. And finally, we'll be launching the gaming kit for a more advanced level by the end of this year. We also offer a wide variety of workshops for teachers and for parents from an education perspective and from a therapy perspective. Now, we're not the only ones on the market, but we're the only tool where you can learn, play, experience, and adopt the language with our wide variety of activities for different age groups and mostly with our workshops and follow-ups. With that being said, the Arabic language is widely spoken around the world, but our market is worth more than $500 million in Lebanon only. Now, we're proud to say we launched by the end of 2022, and we acquired more than 1,000 organic customers in the past 3 months. So we entered different schools and centers. We are expanding abroad, and hopefully we're going to be officially launching in the UAE and Kuwait in the next few months. And by the end of this year, we expect to activate our online platform and officially launch in Europe as well. So we're an all-women expert team. Me, myself, Miriam Aoude, and my co-founder, Mira Imad, Head of Education Department, and who has a background in active teaching and training, and Michelle Schmerle, Head of Therapy Department, and with a background in psychomotor therapy, psychology, and family coaching. So are you ready to jump into the Littera world? If you are, join our breakout room in a few, and let's together launch in the UAE and be in every home, clinic, and education center. So together we can make language learning fun again. Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Victoria Fullerton, the CEO and founder of Toto Sleep. Back in 2016, I was having this exact problem with my daughter, and as my background is in psychology and child development, I started looking back at medical journals and research papers to better understand her requirements for a good night's sleep. With this, I hypothesised that we could use her biometrics and pinpoint exactly when she was becoming tired. Along my journey, I also found that I was not alone, and over 65% of parents are having this exact problem with their children. With this information, I decided that I could help empower and educate parents and commercialise my idea of using biometrics. We are targeting babies of 6 months to 24 when these key milestones are being developed and parents are struggling the most to put their child to sleep. We have our component made up of hardware, the Toto Sleep, and our software component with the app. How it works is very simple. The Toto Sleep is worn on the infant's wrists and tracks their unique biometrics from their wake time to the last notification at night when they're ready for bed. It runs our patent-pending algorithm and pushes a notification to their carers on their device. This lets us know exactly when your child is tired and optimises your successes at a full night's sleep. Our team comprises of myself as founder and CEO, and also Sam Saunders, who is a sleep consultant with over 20 years' experience in the business. We've been adding to our team of business advisors, mentors, and a full-time app developer. Currently, we are raising seed to execute our launch. This includes manufacturing and pre-compliance, along with protecting our intellectual properties in the desired regions, such as United Arab Emirates and Northern America and parts of Europe. Along with this as well, a large part of the budget will be going towards customer acquisition, as this is a new product, so we need this for marketing and PR. Let's help parents get a total night's sleep.
Ooh,
Awesome.
great. Oh, sorry.
No worries. Awesome. This was
I
the
was trying
first
to do that.
round of our pitches. Next up, we have Isabelle Hau with us today on our virtual stage with her keynote, Little Learners, Big Futures, Why We Need Early Childhood Innovations. As mentioned earlier, Isabelle is the Executive Director of the Stanford Accelerator for Learning. She serves several boards of educational organizations and also holds an MBA from Harvard. Before transitioning into education, she worked in finance, venture capital, and impact investment. And today, obviously, Isabelle is passionate about education and its power in creating opportunities for each and every child, regardless of gender, race, or zip codes. Welcome, Isabelle. It's so good to have you with us today.
Yeah, thank you, Noah, and so inspired about all those presentations. I was thinking maybe I need to go back and being a young parent with all these amazing solutions that all these innovators are creating. But good afternoon, everyone, and good morning for those who are on the West Coast or in the Americas. And thank you to Techstars and to the Abu Dhabi Early Childhood Authority for this amazing event to leverage global innovations in early childhood. So I will cover two themes, and if you want to move to the next slide, The first will be the demand side. So we clearly have made remarkable progress from a neuroscience and more broadly scientific perspective in the early years over the past 20, 25 years that has been driving demand for new early childhood solutions from parents, policymakers, and others. And then second, I will also cover the supply side, given that we are also seeing a rise in supply of new talent and solutions, as we heard already this morning, earlier this morning, my morning, and we'll continue hearing after my presentation. So today, 350,000 babies are expected to be born today alone, and they are all born learning. They are all born to learn, and they are all born to love. The early years are clearly a foundational period for brain development. Yet, there is a fundamental paradox in our world. As you can see here, we know that 90% of the brain growth happens before age 5, or even maybe a little bit earlier, and 1 million neural connections per second are being formed in the first few years of life. Yet 1% or less than 1% of our global GDP is spent on this age group. And then even within philanthropy, in education specifically, so philanthropic investments in education, less than 5% is being spent in the early years. We also know that, on the next slide, thank you, Zoe. We also know that the early years are highly predictive of future success. So a child who enters kindergarten ready has more than 80% chance to master basic skills by age 11. However, if a child is not ready by age 5, the probability decreases by almost half to 45%. And a child who enters kindergarten ready is more likely to complete high school, more likely to go to college, to be employed, to be a homeowner. A lot of good things are happening, to have better health with incredible data showing that someone who has a high quality early childhood experience has lower depression and lower cardiovascular diseases in adulthood. And then my favorite ones is also showing that in adulthood you may have more stable romantic relationships. So a lot of really, really good things that are related to quality early years. And the opposite is also true. Children who enter kindergarten behind are more likely to stay or fall further behind. So how are we faring societally? The picture here is that you can see here is not great. This graph is US-based, and it represents kindergarten readiness by socioeconomic groups and it's pre-COVID. And you can see that only 2/3 of kids at age 5 are actually kindergarten ready, which means that 1/3 are being left behind, and more than 1/3 in lower income settings. Next slide, please. And thanks to the work of Nobel Prize recipient James Heckman, we also know that the economics to invest in the early years are extremely strong, actually the strongest of any social benefit investments. And they are highest in the very early years, even in the prenatal period. James Heckman updated his analysis on the ROI of investing in the early years about 2 years ago, and now shows that it yields a 13% return on investment in investing in high quality programs. Next slide. So we hear a lot about the future of work out there. It's a very popular topic. And I would argue that investing in the future of work starts with investing in the early years. So LinkedIn has this survey that they do every year where they ask employers, what are the skills of the futures that must matter most for employers? And the top 5 this year in 2023 are creativity, persuasion, collaboration, adaptability, and emotional intelligence. What is really interesting, and this graph that shows the brain sensitivity by age group, that comes from the Harvard Center on the Developing Child, shows a very, very direct linkage between those skills and the early years. Those skills can all be traced back to the 0 to 5 period when brain is most malleable. So in other terms, if we want future creative, adaptable minds, we need to invest early. But you may wonder what matters most in those early years. And it's obviously a very complex question, but trying to boil it here for this presentation to 2 very simple concepts. One is stable, safe, nurturing relationships, and 2 is play. So starting with relationships briefly, we know from extensive studies that have been done on an extreme settings, the Romanian orphanages that are estimated to have hosted 500,000 children in situations of neglect. Researchers have found a 9% difference in brain size between children who stayed in those orphanages and those lucky ones who were adopted in families outside of Romania. Even more strikingly, they found a direct correlation, and this is a graph on the upper right here, where the longer a child had stayed deprived from love and from nurturing relationships, the smaller the brain was and the less brain power there was. And you may wonder, is the situation in Romanian orphanages applicable to more regular family environments? So some studies have been also conducted there. And one that I really like is from Washington University, where Dr. Lobby has found that being raised by a nurturing mom, and it was done on a mom here in particular, leads to a doubling of the growth in a part of the brain called the hippocampus, with prosocial behaviors highly correlated with later academic success. Yet we know that more than 40% of children do not have a caring adult relationships. And those trends are unfortunately worsening during the pandemic. The second big theme is play. The evidence is incredibly compelling. Better social emotional, of course, that's kind of most intuitive based on play, that those would go up. But what is maybe less intuitive is that play is also related to better IQ, better academic outcomes, and much more. And unfortunately, play has been recessing societally. So similar to relationships, we also have a big issue. A child actually plays 50% less outdoor than their parents did a generation ago. Some pediatricians are even now calling for a prescription for play. So next slide. Those incredible scientific advances are driving now this new generation of Gen Y and Gen Z or Anjal Z parents to ask for better solutions. Those parents are hyper-connected. They are, for most part, working, and childcare in many places in the world remains prohibitively expensive, and generally in many places, including the US, low quality. As a result of that, it's estimated that 35 million children under 5 on any given day are left without adult supervision. And then maybe turning to the good news, which is what we already heard this, earlier in many of the presentations, is that the supply of new solutions is also increasing to meet this new demand. So those two graphs show the increase in investments in early childhood and in parent technologies. So that's on the for-profit venture investing, but also similar trends are happening in grant making and philanthropy, with new philanthropists and especially women philanthropists, including Melinda Gates, Mackenzie Scott, the Princess of Wales, and now the royal family in Abu Dhabi are all investing in early childhood innovations and new models to see our little learners thrive. Employers and governments are also increasingly paying attention. And then what is really interesting is that big edtech companies are also starting to invest in the early years. So some are building new products, for example, Khan Academy launching Khan Academy Kids, or making acquisitions in the early years, Byju's being a good example of having made a number of acquisitions in the early years. But new talent and new funding also comes with new responsibility, especially with regard to how technology is being used by little ones. And a child under 8 now is using a device more than 2.5 hours in average a day. And the fastest growing category is our youngest in our young children, the babies under 2. So not all screen time is bad, but our societies need to consider those elements of relationships and play as most critical in a child's journey. So I wanted to conclude with sharing that I'm filled with hope being here with all of you today, that our 350,000 children who will be born today will see new solutions for healthy, nurturing relationships and play to unlock their future potential and flourish. And I will leave you with this quote from our wise Yoda from Star Wars: "Truly wonderful the mind of a child is." Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Isabelle. That was really great. And what is interesting, those two areas that we spoke about, you spoke about their relationships and play a lot. In fact, I would say 95% of the startups and the founders and the solutions that you're going to see today revolve around those two areas, which is really great to see. So we're moving on to part 2 now. So another 6 4-minute videos of pitches, and then we're going to give you a little bit of a taste of what the Abu Dhabi program looked like. I'll give you some more information regarding that. And for those, if there's any potential founders who are looking to hear about this program for the next cohort, we'll give you some of those details. So let me move forward now into our next 6 pitches, and we'll see you after this.
Hi, I'm Anike, and I'm the founder of Peekabond, and we help global families build meaningful connections with young children at a distance. Let me start by asking you a question. In 50 years, when you're nearing the end of your life, what will you regret? Relationships are key to a happy and successful life, but it's extremely hard to build them when you're at a distance. I will never forget the pain in my parents' eyes in this picture when they held their firstborn child and they realized how much they would miss out on because they are in Europe and their grandchild is in Australia. Young children need those strong connections to survive, and this is a huge overlooked market opportunity. In the US alone, the majority of grandparents is far away from their grandchildren, and they spend $180 billion on their grandchildren annually. This is where Peekabond comes in. We help children build those relationships with faraway family through asynchronous video messaging and science-based inspiration. Our users report a 20% improvement of the self-reported bonds after using our app for just 1 month. Imagine what that does for families on the long term. So how does the app work? Let me show you in this demo. I'm going to show you 3 important screens in the app. The first one, this screen, we give smart, personalized, AI-generated interactive prompts like challenges, riddles, and games to engage with young children of a certain age and help them in their social emotional development. Secondly, families can build a family-centered group around the child, similar to WhatsApp family groups. But we are the first one to capture a child's authentic response in the world while they watch a video. We save everything in one spot, and that data belongs to you forever. Our team is uniquely positioned to tackle this challenge with our background in venture capital, user experience, product design, and gamification. There is a unique and huge market potential of 18 million English households with young children, resulting in a total addressable market of 7 billion. And we have a clear envisioned monetization of a subscription business model and see many future opportunities for upselling content in edtech and e-commerce players. And we have hit some awesome milestones, with our app being downloaded in more than 70 countries by thousands of people without any paid acquisition. Our active users typically invite 4 others into the app, indicating a strong network effect and an acquisition channel hack. And we are ambitious. In the next 18 months, we want to reach 15,000 paying families who each invite 4 users, making 3 videos per month, resulting in 175,000 memories created per month. Ultimately, our BHAG is to create 80 million memories for families without space, time, or age limitation. The next step is to expand, and for this we need the right partners who can help us to increase our reach and who are passionate about helping families to stay connected. Join our Family Connection movement, and together we can help families remove all the barriers of staying in touch and make it easy and natural to connect with our little ones. With Peekabond, we help families to build those new habits, which turn into stronger relationships, which ultimately turn into resilient, happy, healthy, and future generations. So here's my call to action. We are looking for partners to help us reach our target audience in the UAE. Join me in the breakout room and afterwards, and let's break down the distance and prevent that regret.
Hello, Salam Alaikum. My name is John, coming to you from London, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Pengguin. These 2 photos of me and my siblings were taken just 2 years apart. On the left side, we couldn't speak a word of English, and on the right side, we were completely fluent. And it didn't have much to do with the fact that on the left is my mother and on the right side is my grandmother. It's actually because we moved from South Korea to Australia not long after the time when the first photo was taken. After many years, I would eventually become an English teacher in Tunisia. And my experience learning English as a child was very helpful for establishing Pengguin's focus on motivation and speaking practice. Now, it is not always possible or even desirable to move to an English-speaking country, but the benefits of giving children the opportunity to learn a second language is something that is well recognized. At Pengguin, we use team games in our group lessons to motivate children and bring out natural speech while learning the language. We then use AI tools to make individual feedback for each child scalable. And we auto-generate video playlists according to the child's interests and language level. All of this happens on our own platform, Pengguin.com, which combines a portal for finding group classes, our state-of-the-art virtual classroom, which has inbuilt speaking games, and a learning management system where teachers and parents can easily monitor the child's progress, and where we also place the video playlists with exercises related to what was discussed in the live lessons. Language education is a multi-billion-dollar market, currently dominated by offline institutions. However, online education is beginning to offer the tools to make it comparatively effective, and even more effective potentially. And that is what we aim to do to fill the gap in the demand for language education in the MENA region. Our platform with the lessons will be accessible by monthly subscription for various languages starting with English and Arabic. The competitive landscape in the language education market is fragmented. People are juggling disjointed sites and apps, and we've combined the whole language learning experience from the live lessons to the feedback and homework into one platform. We currently have 200 online teachers around the world testing the platform, and we are rolling out our class booking system and LMS as we speak. This is our fantastic team at Pengguin. I am humbled by their willingness to work with me. I'm a medical doctor turned English teacher, and I also worked in sales at an early stage startup called ScalaPay. My co-founder Aziz is a tech whiz specialized in cybersecurity and back-end code. We are now looking for referral partners and collaborators in the UAE. We will also be conducting a seed round in the near future, so please get in touch if you'd like to help us deliver high quality and accessible language education in the MENA region. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Paras. I'm co-founder of Kidaura. Let me start by highlighting major key challenge of early identification of autism. Early identification and intervention of autism at the right age is very crucial, as 75 to 85% of brain development takes place in 2 to 6 years of age, and average age of diagnosis is 4.5 years. There are many assessments to analyze autism, and you might be thinking, is it really a big challenge? Let me give you an example. From these pictures of cubes, if I ask which of these Rubik's cubes cannot be solved, many of us would say these two, but if you happen to be an expert, after spending some time, you would have noticed that this cube also can't be solved. If we relate this example with autism, in mild to moderate cases of autism, symptoms that are not self-evident makes it harder to detect. Now imagine a classroom of 20 to 30 children. For preschool, imagine how hard it would be. So at Kidaura, we aim to screen children for autism and related condition using our flagship product, Screenplay. By using games and AI, we're able to analyze child's behavior and detect early signs of autism at the age of 3 to 6 years. What's unique? Our games are fun activity for children, and it is language independent, making it scalable to every demography. This is a glimpse of child's interaction with our games. We collect more than 70 attributes like velocity, time, and acceleration, and using AI, we further detect autism. We have conducted pilot with 1,000 plus children, and we were able to identify 27 children with not just autism, but other developmental disorders also. Right now, Screenplay is part of extensive clinical trial. So Kidaura has solution for preschools to assist them in assessment. Furthermore, we provide end-to-end solution to therapy centers to help them in effective therapy delivery. Furthermore, Kidaura Care also assist care providers in managing their day-to-day daily operations like assessment, report creation, and progress tracking, and much more. And at the same time, we empower parents for home reinforcement of therapies using a library of 200 plus activities specially designed for parents. And at the same time, we provide data-driven insights related to child's progress. We have received encouraging feedback from parents as well. Here is a recommendation from one of our customers, Autism Trust Foundation Dubai, where they are planning to use Kidaura Care across 22 countries as part of Arab Autism Council. The market of autism is growing at rapid pace. In last 2 decades only, we saw 230% increase in cases. In India alone, 200,000 cases are seen every year. As a next step, we are planning to launch Screenplay in July 2023, and Kidaura Care has got a good traction in last 8 months and is currently being used across 15 centers in Malaysia, UAE, and India. We made a revenue of $5,400 in last 7 months since launch and want to raise capital to hit our target of 300 therapy centers in 2 years. We are a team of 9 people as of now, and I and my co-founder are from computer science background, and working in this space since 2017. To take Kidaura to next level, we are looking to raise $500,000, where most of the amount will be used in product development and marketing. Worldwide, 140 million children are born every year. We believe our technology has the potential to reach every child and benefit them by channelizing early intervention at the right age. If you find our work useful, feel free to contact us. Thank you.
Let's face it, finding the right childcare has always been a daunting and stressful experience for parents, having to navigate through endless websites, social media pages, and directories just to find the right centre. And after all that effort, it takes an age for centres to answer emails or return calls. But what if there was a better way? What if parents could find and book tours to childcare centres instantly, all while being able to filter through options based on their unique preferences? Well, this is where Kindello comes in. I'm Logan Whitelaw, founder of Kindello, the childcare and nursery marketplace. I'm here to tell you about the future of early learning and how we're revolutionising the way that parents find and choose childcare centres for their children. Kindello is like Airbnb for early learning. We provide parents with all their options in one place, filtered by the things that matter to them and with real reviews from real parents. Our platform allows busy parents to instantly book a tour of any childcare centre. For nurseries and childcare centres, Kindello is a game changer. We provide a full backend that receives, processes and schedules visits, allowing these centres to focus on education and care, rather than marketing and admin. By doing this, we save them time and money, all while improving their customer service. We're different from other childcare marketplaces and directories. Others just show parents their options and leave it for them to contact the centre. We eliminate this friction, allowing tours of centres to be booked instantly. Our data-driven approach also sets us apart. We've created the first childcare network planning tool, using data from our users combined with population demographics, supply, demand, and occupancy information. We can identify areas of undersupply or oversupply, and this information is critical for providers and early childhood authorities around the world. So you might be wondering how we're generating revenue. Well, we have two initial channels. The first is paid premium listings, where childcare centres pay a monthly fee for prominence in the marketplace. And the second is data reporting, helping enterprise childcare brands and government authorities to make better decisions on their childcare networks. This sector is massive. Over 95% of children in the OECD will attend a nursery or childcare before starting school. With more and more parents returning to work after having children, the demand for quality early learning is only going to grow. Our go-to-market strategy is simple and it's already working. We launch our platform in cities with a high demand for childcare, using a freemium model and by pre-populating every childcare listing. As we reach a balance of supply and demand in each city, we expand into adjacent high-demand areas. We launched 12 months ago, and we now have all major enterprise childcare brands in New Zealand actively using the platform, including over 60% of centres in Auckland. We have recently turned on revenue, and we're now at over $40,000 per month. And in terms of bookings, we've grown by over 250% in the last 6 months. Finally, I'd like to talk about our team. We're a mix of childcare experts as well as seasoned tech professionals. I've been in the sector for 10 years and I've been involved in the design and development of over 250 childcare centres. My co-founder Chris is highly experienced in running complex technical teams and in product development. Kindello is revolutionising the way that families find and choose childcare. Parents want to see all their options in one place and be able to book a visit to any centre instantly. Childcares and nurseries want to focus on education and care, not admin and marketing. By solving these problems, we can create a world where parents have access to quality childcare options and where providers can focus on what they do best. If you'd like to join us on that mission and be part of the future of early learning, contact me, Logan, at Kindello.
Hello everyone, my name is Toli, I'm founder at Magic Kids, and we build game-based learning platform for kids. I want to start from my personal story. I relocated to United States 4 years ago, but originally from Russia, and this is why I have so exotic accent. And my wife, she's from Ukraine. I think everybody knows about current situation between our countries, and I can say that we're living the worst edition of our world. But I have a dream. I want to make this world a better place. But I can't do that today. But also I know that our kids can make this world much better. Not today, but tomorrow. But how we can prepare them for that? How we can grow in new Steve Jobs or Elon Musk? Because today education is stuck in the past. And when you look at these numbers, you can see that many students can spend just 12 minutes in a lesson before moving on digital games or cartoons. But at the same time, they spend on average 3 hours screen time a day. And the good news, they can take this 3 hour screen time and convert it in the education perspective. And this is why we built Magic Kids. Magic Kids is a game-based learning platform for 4 through 8 years old kids, and we increase their learning time up to 500%. It looks like a virtual learning Disneyland for kids. They can create avatar, customize it, they have different stories, characters, locations, but most importantly, we have a gaming lessons, which called Adventures. And it looks like a small video games where kids have to learn something, plus they have to make some educational tasks. And we have a no-code platform for teachers that they can create gaming lessons for our platform. We use subscription-based business model. Parents can use our product directly, and from another side, teachers can create gaming lessons, provided like a homework activity for their students. Students can use this lesson for free, and if they want to unlock the whole content, and they won't because it's about video game format, they have to pay subscription fee. We have around 4 million teachers in the United States and around 200 million K-12 kids. It means around $10 billion market. And I want to say that edutainment is the most promising segment of the tech market right now. And we're already here. We're already in this market. We're growing organically 100% month by month. We raised our first agents around last year. It was 150K. And we have right now around 5,000 monthly active users. We have around 10,000 monthly revenue, and we continue to grow. And we're looking for 500K to scale our metrics. But for sure, we are not alone. We have competitors. For example, Innova educational apps. And they focus on Innova age group. They focus from 0 through 4 years old. Then Magic Kids focus from 4 through 8 years old kids. And most importantly, we have a unique engagement systems which we created with our game designer and kids psychologist. Also, we have a teachers platforms like a 99 Math, Google Classroom, ClassTech, but most of them looks like LMS. We provide absolutely new tools for teachers to create interactive lessons this video game format, which is already familiar for kids. I have a brilliant international team. My co-founder Mariana, she's CTO. We met together 8 years ago, and we launched first agency where we developed different interactive products for different companies. After that, we launched our first startup where we had an exit experience. Right now, our team really professional guys from marketing, game design, and educators. And we continue to grow. Guys, thank you for attention. Please download our app, try with your kids or just by yourself, and let's make this work together. Thank you.
Good morning or good afternoon, everyone, depending on where you are in the world. My name is Apolline de Roche, and I'm the CEO and founder of Cappella. Today, I'm here to share with you an innovative solution that can help millions of sleep-deprived parents worldwide. Did you know that over 99% of parents would happily give a $10 one-off payment to solve their sleep deprivation? I have spoken to hundreds of parents in the last few years, so I know the pain that is the exhaustion and frustration that comes with sleepless nights, and I believe it's time for a change. Many parents struggle to understand their baby's needs, leading to negative consequences for both the parent and the baby. For the parent, this includes decreased productivity at work, difficulty concentrating, and difficulty bonding with the child.
While businesses in the baby tech industry have developed products that monitor a baby's breathing or baby sleep, there hasn't been a solution to help parents communicate with their babies to improve their sleep quality. That's where our solution comes in. Cappella builds AI-powered sound technology that uses advanced algorithms to analyze the baby's cries and provide personalized insights into their needs. Our solution is unique because it can translate a baby's cries into actionable insights that parents can use to soothe their babies to sleep. Additionally, our solution is based on the latest research in infant development. Providing a safe, predictable, and responsive environment can help babies develop self-regulation skills, which means that their brains become more neurologically organized, leading to improved attention, memory, learning abilities, as well as better coping skills and fewer negative emotions. Additionally, there are benefits for the parents and the baby-parent interaction. The smart baby monitoring market is set to experience exponential growth in the coming years, and we believe that now is the ideal time for our innovative product to hit the market. Our product is designed to cater to the needs of tech-savvy millennial parents who seek to bond with their babies, respond to their emotional needs, and prevent trauma and biases. By selling access to the Cappella API to one smart baby monitoring device company, we can generate revenue through a royalty fee on each product sold. Cappella's AI-powered technology provides a unique and innovative feature to these baby monitoring companies, allowing them to differentiate themselves from their competitors and increase customer satisfaction and loyalty. At Cappella, we have adopted a unique business model that sets us apart from other players in the market. Our focus is on software-only solutions, and we do not offer hardware or mobile app. Now let's talk about the team. I bring knowledge and experience in strategy, engineering, and finance to the table, but Cappella's biggest strength is the people who have joined along the way. We have some amazing advisors who provide valuable insights into the industry and the technology, but our hires are, for me, really fundamental. Ming Mao, who's our machine learning engineer, plays a crucial role in developing our software and ensuring that it meets the highest standards. Isha, our machine learning intern, brings the team a fresh perspective and innovative ideas, as well as a deep expertise in our field. Initial conversations with big industry players have demonstrated significant interest in integrating Cappella's technology, particularly if we solve the pressing issue of lack of sleep for new parents. So let's work together to give parents the rest they need and the peace of mind they deserve. Thank you very much.
Wow, that was amazing, right? So these guys have had an amazing journey. Can we just have some appreciation for all 12 founders in those videos? There's some amazing tech solutions in that. And Apolline, I would have happily paid far more than $10 to get insights into why my baby wasn't sleeping. So maybe the pricing model, we could have a look at that. So please join me in celebrating these amazing founders. This is the first time, I will have to say, the Anjal Z program has taken 14 early stage founders through the Anjal Z program. 2 of our founders couldn't make it today, so that's why there was only 12 today. And what makes this program truly, truly unique, it's set apart from anything that I have ever seen for startups, is that the Anjal Z program, it invests in founders. So we had over 200 applications globally from around the world when we opened up applications at the end of last year. And what we decided to do was we took the more experienced founders that had that traction, and we separated them from the early stage ones that you have just seen. And these guys are all available for you to network with, by the way, when we get to that in about 15 minutes. They'll each have their own separate breakout breakout rooms. So if you're interested in speaking to them further, if you, we will introduce you. For those of you who have said that you want the introductions, we'll do that on the back end, but you can actually speak to them face to face after our next slot. So well done for those guys. But as I was saying, this Anjal Z program has taken 2 stages. So these early stage founders, and some of these more experienced growth, what we called growth stage founders. And it was these 6 growth stage founders that received $220,000 non-equity funding and a month in Abu Dhabi. And this was the localization part of the project. And it's so super important. It allowed those 6 founders to go to Abu Dhabi for a full month. And the whole point of that was to meet and build relationships with for collaborations with local entities on the ground. So we want to show you a really great video that shows some of the sites that our 6 growth stage founders saw in the first week of Abu Dhabi. And this experience was just amazing. So along with the introductions and the companies and the ministries that they met over there, they also got to see this amazing, amazing city.
Everything exceeded my expectations. I loved it. Everything was so beautiful.
I've never been to a place that has such beautiful buildings and interior design. And compared to Ireland, where the buildings are like 7,000 years old, this place is beautiful.
The food was completely amazing.
Traditional food.
I was not expecting that.
Yeah, it was super cute.
Yeah.
So the good news is, all of these 12 founders that you've just seen will hopefully apply for the growth stage at our next cohort. We are already working really closely with the Early Childhood Development Authority to figure out when our next cohort will be. And we can see that it will be this year, after summer, we think, but nothing confirmed yet. So if you are looking to apply for this program, please do so. We will stay in touch with us, and we will send you the dates once we have those confirmed. But the good news is, you may be wondering, well, what are these guys doing that that is so different that allowed them to go to Abu Dhabi? And so these are the companies. They had their in-person demo day 2 weeks ago, which went amazingly well, at the Hub 71 building, which was great. And they're here today. So you don't have to wait, there's not 4-minute pitches, but they're all here to give you a 90-second overview of each of their companies. So let me start with the first one, Claudia. Claudia is the founder of Kokoro Kids. Claudia was our energetic, entertaining founder throughout our whole month in Abu Dhabi. And so let me pass over to Claudia. I will start your timer, Claudia, whenever you're ready.
Thank you very much. Hi, everyone. I'm Claudia. I'm the co-founder of Kokoro Kids. But before that, I'm a mother of 2 completely different daughters. both super cute in different areas. Being a mother, I have realized that my kids have different rhythms and they need different resources for life, for learning, and that happens to every single kid. So if we all take a moment and think about education of today, we will probably find that traditional education is not longer enough. Schools are not enough inclusive. Parents, we don't receive information coming from the schools, and education is completely outdated, stereotyped, and does not promote individual talent. So that's why I create Kokoro Kids, a brain game app where kids from 2 until 7 years old will find a safe environment where they can learn through play, thanks to our inclusive socials and interactive games, each one with different levels. We are already 14 amazing people in the team. The founders, we are all serial entrepreneurs with more than 20 years of experience in startups and digital business. We have exits of more than 25 million in our back, and we are super aligned with our vision to teach skills for life. We are growing super fast. In less than 18 months, we have reached more than 200,000 users. Our growth is huge in our subscriber base. We are doubling in size compared to the last year. We opened 4 new countries in the last 4 months with more than 20,000 new subscribers, and we raised more than 2 million. And now we're seeking and searching for VCs, people that believe on us, on our project, and that can help us not only with money, also, as I said, with golden tips. So why Abu Dhabi? Thanks to this incredible month in Abu Dhabi. Oh,
you know I was going to do that, right?
I'm sorry. Thank you.
Okay, so you can connect with Claudia direct if you'd like to know more. Please use the poll, and also the 6 growth stage startups will also be in the breakout rooms as well as the early stage startups. So in the networking up next, you can go into their rooms, and you can go into multiple rooms. You can room hop. We're using Twine for this, so we'll explain that in a little second. So next up, we have Amy. Amy is the founder and CEO of Peekapak. Amy, are you there? You ready?
I'm here. I'm ready.
Right.
Thanks, everyone. So inspiring today. So Peekapak, we're reinventing how school systems teach, measure, and develop social emotional learning skills to support student well-being and mental health. In terms of some of our traction, we've achieved 664,000 in annual revenue and generated 2.5 million in revenue to date, reached 750,000 educators and students worldwide, and have raised 2.3 million in private and grant funding. And when we look at the, post-pandemic, there's a strong long-term need to support student well-being. And it's a global priority, which we saw definitely across the UAE. Our research-based learning platform enables school systems to scale their implementations with learning that aligns to academic instruction, guides teachers step by step, engages students meaningfully, and extends learning to families. And best of all, students fall in love with their learning with Peekapak, with their gamified learning experience that can assess and share data in real time. Our platform was designed by a team of respected educators, experts, and researchers, and we have impact data about the difference we make. We work with school systems internationally, and our most recent win is a state contract where we'll roll out to 160 new schools in the fall. We have a strong team of experienced tech, education, and business professionals with about 17 employees and contractors, and we're looking to connect with investors and partners to help us take our business to the next level. Thank you.
Yes, Amy, thank you for that. 5 seconds to spare as well. Thank you so much. So if you'd like to connect with Amy from Peekapak, the poll is up, and I will just quickly move on and introduce, while the poll is there, I will introduce Lisa. Lisa is the product manager of Snapi Health. Lisa, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me, Zoe?
I can hear you well. I'm going to put your timer on.
Thank you very much. Hello, everyone. Thank you, Zoe. I'm product manager of Snapi Health, and Snapi Health helps parents to improve their children's gut microbiome, which plays a crucial role in building a healthy immune system and preventing chronic conditions like allergy, obesity, type 1 diabetes, eczema, and actually many others. So Snapi, the first company who offers gut microbiome tests targeted only on children between 0 and 5 years, and provides parents with personalized recommendations based on more than 1,000 scientific discoveries. Our product works in really 3 simple steps. Parents collect the stool sample, mail in the sample, and receive the report with a plan to action. The business model of Snapi Health includes quarterly subscription and one-time tests. And we have tested over 600 users in the US. And for now, Snapi's vision is to build the largest early life gut microbiome database in collaboration with Illumina Company, the world's largest genomics company. And this would help us to speed up scientific discoveries and researches because early life gut microbiome is massively understudied. And this would help us to disrupt $140 billion market that includes personalized probiotics, baby nutrition and formula, medicine, services, and many, many other things. We're really open to any partnerships, investments, and collaborations. Please join us.
Yes. Thank you, Lisa. Well done. Exactly 90 seconds. So the poll is up for Lisa. Again, you can connect with the... Oh, my goodness, my phone is talking. Oh, my watch is talking. You can connect with all of our founders in the networking which is next, once we've got through Enrichly. And next up is Margot, the CEO and co-founder of Enrichly. Margot, you ready?
Yes.
Okay, let's go.
Hello, my name is Margot. I'm the founder of Enrichly, and we are leveraging technology, data, gamification, and human interaction to improve self-esteem in children. So as a concerned parent, I really worry that my children will become a part of the 75% of kids that have been negatively impacted by low self-esteem. Low self-esteem leads to things like low academic achievement, violent behavior, and suicide. But Enrichly is honestly changing the game. So we are providing students globally with a customized platform targeted at boosting their self-esteem. We're using machine learning, gamification, and data to make sure that self-esteem improvement is fun. We've helped the police departments to lower youth violence, school systems increase academic outcomes, and mental health systems improve mental health amongst kids. We're replicating this impact for the UAE, starting with Abu Dhabi. Our differentiation allows us to focus on technology and human interaction, and we've had a proven efficacy of 98% improvement in student behavior. Our sweet spot is our enterprise clients, and we have a path to grow our parent subscriptions organically. We're focusing on our service obtainable market right now with a path to really grow our market in Abu Dhabi. We've generated over $1 million in revenue ARR, and we've been backed by Google, Microsoft, and IBM. We have a pretty experienced team with over 50 years of relevant experience. So together, let's reimagine a world where children can really grow up without being subject to the horrible statistics of low self-esteem. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, Margot. Okay. I love how you guys have got your pitches down. They're just experts now after all the pitching that you did in Abu Dhabi. Okay, if you want to speak to Margot, pull us up. Next up is Sophia. Sophia is the CEO and co-founder of Kanjo. Sophia, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
There you go.
Hi, everyone. We're in the midst of a mental health epidemic for children, with currently every solution being reactive. Parents don't really recognize there's an issue until it's too late. This is a problem for children whose future mental health is shaped in their early years. And it's a problem for parents who spend on average 38 hours a week simply worried if their child is okay. Kanjo flips that narrative on its head. We personalize family mental health care, turning games and activities into accurate, evidence-based insights and advice for parents, with the emotional toolbox children never had, and the real, only honest parental comfort blanket. For children, we're an interactive gaming platform to nourish children's development and social well-being, covering anything from emotional resilience to self-regulation. Whilst we improve their mental health, we also extract self-reporting data from those games. We combine that self-reporting data with our novel digital biomarker technology to provide parents, educators, and healthcare professionals in-time insights into their children's mental health and well-being, alongside evidence-based, expert-recommended advice on those insights. For context, digital biomarkers are health, behavior, and well-being insights derived simply from your digital device. In the long term, through these digital biomarkers, we're building the longest longitudinal data set on children's development and cognition, able to predict and understand autism, ADHD, and other special educational needs far earlier than possible. I have 4 seconds. We're currently fundraising and really excited to be working in Abu Dhabi.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much, Sophia. Okay, so if you want to connect, again, all of these founders will be in the networking rooms shortly. And finally, this one is going to be a little bit different, and I'm going to be interested to see if he can keep to the 90 seconds. Nuwa, we'll hand over to you.
I practice once more. Yes, John unfortunately can't be with us today, so I'm jumping in and representing. And we're running on time already. So Nuwa Robotics provides a unique social AI robot and curriculum, which is called Cabby, that keeps children away from the screens while providing teachers with a helpful assistant that can significantly reduce their workload in two ways. First, the robot reduces the lecturing time of teachers by around 40%, that they can then spend on one-on-one support of individual children. And second, class preparation time is cut in half, as the robot comes with a suite of no-code web tools that make the custom creation of any class or STEAM subject super easy. Or teachers, if they're short in time, they can simply tap into the readily available off-the-shelf content they have. The robot is an open platform that connects with the Internet of Things, integrates with other curricula and kits, or plugs into AI tools such as ChatGPT. To date, Nuwa Robotics has sold over 20,000 robots and is used by over 1,000 schools and over 500,000 students in their home market, Taiwan, Japan, and Korea. Some of their customers and partners include Foxconn, SoftBank, Qualcomm, and Xiaomi. You might have heard some of them. The team is spearheaded by Liu Guhu and Ted Chen and comprises over 50 engineers, 50 designers, and 20 manufacturers. And to finish it off, while Nuwa is always looking for large strategic investors, they're eager to partner with government entities, teachers and researchers, content creators and distributors who ultimately can help them to establish UAE as the center of global robot education ecosystem. That was time. If that sounds interesting to you, just fill out the Zoom poll and we'll get you connected to John.
Well done,
Yes.
Noah. Well done. Your first official pitch.
Without any pitch feedback sessions.
All right, we're going to come off the slides for a second. We want to take a photo of everybody in the audience. So let me stop sharing.